What do we have here, W2? What did Miss Katie do?
Miss Katie made us a peanut butter chocolate pie.
Yeah, or chocolate peanut butter pie.
The crust is homemade crushed Oreo crust.
Oh, did what? All right, so very tasty.
Jesus Christ, I'm already ahead of you guys and you're all waiting. That was delicious. If there...
Solid 10 out of 10.
I mean...
Oh, sweet Lord Almighty.
Here, listen to the chewing noises.
W2 just turned into a religious man. Didn't think you'd see that. I never thought he'd turn to Jim Beam. Shit.
You cheated. That was my glass.
You get it.
Holy crap.
All right, so you said you didn't know the thing with every time we bring up Jim Beam.
The Jim Beam, yeah.
We do the cling. It started with way back when it was audio only. The podcast was audio only. I used to say, dear listener, a lot. Like, welcome, dear listener, Savor the Burn podcast. I'm me, that's him.
And people are still listening.
Yeah, they still listen to those because those numbers are still creeping up.
I see you.
Yeah, and by the time they get to this video quality, they're going to know that we've switched to a brand new camera, a completely different world, different ballpark, different game camera. This camera blows the other ones out of the water, and we weren't even looking to do that. It just happened. But, well, I guess you were looking to do that. You were looking for a video upgrade. Anyway, back to the subject. I used to say dear listener a lot, and our friend and guitar player Carlo and his girlfriend Alyssa, they made a drinking game out of every time I say dear listener, they would take another drink of Mother's Milk, Miller Lite. And so by the end of any given episode, they're shit-faced hammered. Because I just said it so fucking much. I remember saying it way too often when Mitch was here, and I kept trying to get everybody to focus back on the subject at hand.
Dear listener.
Like, all right, so dear listener, okay, dear listener, we find ourselves, dear listener, you've been fined 2 credits by the moral statute.
Oh my, dear listener.
Oh my, that's where this pie exists. So anyway, it evolved from the dear listener drinking game to every time I say Jim Beam, we just go ahead and ring the bell of the glasses here.
Let everybody know.
Yeah, just let everybody know. Now's your time to take a drink. So every episode will have a reference somehow to Jim Beam, but
and most of the time it's completely organic too.
Yeah. Either that or I force it in there somehow, whether it wants to be there or not. This peanut butter pie is effing delicioso.
If you could pick a whiskey to go with this pie.
Sweet Jesus.
Howlerhead banana. Because it's got chocolate, peanut butter, and banana goes well with this. If you made that banana old fashioned, the Howlerhead old fashioned with this.
Ooh. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Fuck no. How about you, W2? What would you do?
I'm looking around.
Mm-hmm. Consult the wall.
I mean, either one of those mixers 10 years, they're not going to be a bad pour.
They won't be a bad pour. You can't go wrong with those.
Actually,
no matter what you do.
The mixers bottle your own cast strength.
Yeah, in that fancy box. Mm-hmm. That whole experience.
However, that said, I might just go Russell's.
Straight up.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. The Russell's 10-year, Russell's cast strength, or
the Russell's 10-year or the single barrel.
Single barrel, yeah.
I am looking forward to getting into that private barrel.
Mm-hmm. Girl, same. How about you, Phil, since you've posed the question? You've had plenty of time
Port Charlotte 10, that smoky little heavy-heated bastard over there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dark and creamy and smoky and peanut buttery and chocolatey.
I had a shirt. I thought it was funny. You, me, whipped cream, handcuffs. Any questions? I got a question. Huh? Your shirt. I got a question. What? When? Boondock, frickin' young doon, get chickapock doon, frickin' not doon.
What are you doing instead of going to third hour?
Go to third base instead. Hey-o, family show.
I don't think I had. I was just trying to think if I had any wild shit like that happen to me in like high school. It wasn't at high school. It was after high school.
All right,
After school stopped. So it wasn't at high school.
Were you in high school? Were you
no,
high school age?
Well, I was thinking there
or
was
it's just like after you graduate, then you fucking go hang out like Matthew McConaughey. You know, like this same age. All right.
Technically, yes. So there was like I was like I don't know 16 or something like that.
Okay.
And I was going to this those like church group things or whatever where they have like the contemporary, you're all singing modern Christian music and stuff. So this is back in AOL days.
Oh, wow.
And so there was this girl I was talking to online.
That's what the internet used to sound like when the Earth's crust was still cooling.
And
she was like, mail.
She was like, "Would you like to meet up sometime?" And I was like, "I don't know how this is going to work. I'm 16 and whatever. I just barely got my license." She goes, "Well, we just meet at this church group thing."
I'm only 17.
I'm like, "Okay." And so I go and whatever happens, she's like, "Hey, come with me in my car. My friends are going to drive us around a bit."
You burst into flames.
And she started reaching over and let's just say things got physical. All I can say is that I went home perfectly okay. And I felt the Lord.
Oh, God.
Reach out and touch.
Reach out and touch, Phil. That's my air base, just so you guys know. So, since this episode, this bonus, this delicious chocolate peanut butter pie episode has gone completely off the rails, thank you for watching. Let us know if you have a better peanut butter pie recipe than you think the one
or
we
better never mind.
Penis butter, handy in the back of a stranger's car
At a church meeting.
Yeah, going from church to just driving around. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.
Penis butter.